Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fireside Chat number 24, Bearing and Sugartits Revisited.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. And I finally... Oh, no, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything is permanently solved because nothing is. But I am, for now, online. And I'd like to welcome Bearing and Sugartits to the show. So welcome, my fellow furry friends.
Hello.
Hello. And I would like to welcome Mike as well.
My name's Meat Wallet.
Meat Wallet. So
no more dicks this time, please.
no more dicks. Barry, you tweet out that link, did you? Because I don't know.
They're professional dick hunters.
Yeah.
They crave dick, as we all do. Aquatine? Anyone got any Aquatine fans in the house? Oh, never mind.
No, Aquatine, yes. Behold, gentlemen. So yeah, you didn't tweet out the link to this show, right, Bearing? We're good.
No, I'm just doing it now, man.
Okay. Oh, you're just doing it now? Cool. Just make sure you tweet it to the women in the audience. We're all about equality here. So I want the minus in this stream.
Yeah, my friends are dicks, aren't they?
Maybe Sugartits should have tweeted it out. Oh no, she probably brings it to the stream. All right, so we talked a little bit about you guys on the last show that we tried to do a couple weeks ago before the storm knocked out my internet, but I thought I would ask you a couple more questions that I had intended, and then we're going to look at an article together, and that should be a lot of fun. So I wanted to ask you guys, I think last time we were talking about lad culture, and we got a little bit, into that. But there was something else I wanted to ask. Before you guys started making videos, I imagine that you were watching them. Do you have any favorite sort of anti-feminist YouTubers that you watched?
Go on, Tits, suck up his ass. Go on, tell him how much you love.
I think we already disclosed how much I love the dog.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Sargon of Akkad fan, girl.
A bit.
So, why is Sargon better than me? What's up with that? What's going on? What's up with that?
Yeah.
Oh no, I like you.
I'm not serious. That was the funny thing to say.
Well, Sargon brings the logic, Mike brings the laughs. There's a little bit of overlap on both. I think that, yeah. I mean...
You get music, you get poetry with the dog.
It's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You get random psychotic looks.
You get cartoons.
It's nice to get a bit of light entertainment in between the documentaries that the serious people do.
Yeah, and like I said, Mike he has cartoons and puppets now. It's like a constantly expanding empire under one furry hat.
How many puppets do you have, Doc?
Fuck me. Quite a lot now. Almost 10, I think. Some of them are quite little glove ones, and some of them are like slightly more professionally made ones that I got quite recently.
I like the that mad scientist Bernie Sanders looking one that you used.
Yeah, there's another dude on the internet.
I think their names are those.
Yeah, so someone else on the internet uses that very same puppet and calls it Professor Tosspot. A couple of commenters have noted. Oh, damn. It's to be it's made by a professional puppet company that advertises on the internet. There's bound to be a couple of double ups at some point. I'm sure someone else has got that turtle as well.
Wow, excellent.
That turtle thing, because someone I forget who it was who said, "Hey, I recognize that turtle."
So is it just Dr. Randmerkham and Sargon for you guys?
Oh no, there's plenty more.
No.
It's fucking early.
Oh, okay.
I like all the usuals. I like watching. Yeah, Milo's good. I like watching Woolly Bumblebee. I see Professor Platypus is in the chat there. Except they did a stream with Kevin Logan the other day and didn't mention me. I'm quite narcissistic. I was a bit pissed off at that.
I noticed that Kevin Logan has been in 2 of Woolly Bumblebee's streams. I didn't watch them because I think I've had my fill of starch. But I was wondering if you guys had watched them. Is he like becoming reasonable? Is he like starting to entertain talking to people like us space lepers?
Well, I'm just fresh out of a battle with a fat cunt, so not to me.
Oh, yeah.
You've never spoken to him in person, though, have you? You've just exchanged sort of videos, right?
Yeah. No, I've never spoken to him in person. You know, when you speak to people, like, I've lost for words here. You speak to people in people, you sort of like are a lot more reasonable. So he probably is more reasonable.
You'd think so, but he's spoken to quite a lot of people now, and he usually breaks them down into snapping at some point, because he thinks in such pointless fucking spaghetti, just back and forth.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Like holding other people accountable for things that he then, like 2 fucking sentences later, doesn't hold himself accountable for, and he just.
Oh yeah, he does do that.
He just keeps doing it until it pisses you off to the point that you look like the angry one.
Yeah, and then he says, "Why are you getting so angry?"
Oh, that'd piss me right off.
Calm down now. I'm just trying to talk. I can't do the whole thing.
You know what? You know which one?
Very interesting.
He threw it, mate. Fucking. Oh yeah, Bearing. You know, when they pass a law, that thing just stops happening because fucking.
Yeah.
Murder's against the law, so no one gets murdered. You fucking idiot. Fucking hell.
When they pass a law, it stops happening. I'm going to use that from now on. We should pass a law. Why? Because then it'll stop. That'll be the end of it. Because no one breaks laws. It's like.
What's your solution then, Kev? Let's pass 2 fucking laws.
Actually, we're working on passing a 3rd law about rape. We're really going to make sure it can't be broken.
We must be up to like fucking various countries must be up to like their 7th or 8th regarding like equal pay by now.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna shake off the potatoes.
That's a new one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He doesn't just bring the spaghetti; he brings the potatoes. And those things don't really go together. Spaghetti and potatoes don't really go. They're both. It's like 2 sides. You know.
They probably wouldn't have. Yeah, it would be too much carbs because spaghetti is predominantly potato, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't really do that. Kevin Logan,
it's
the
like
potato
eating chips in a sandwich, but we do that all the time. Well.
Or every
chips and spaghetti in a sandwich.
Yeah. Every now and again, I'll be thinking, well, what's for dinner? Should we have mashed potato and chips? No, you can't do that. Fuck.
One other thing too, we were talking. I know that Bearing, we were just talking about how Mike makes music, but you also make music.
I try.
Right? So, well, do you guys do it together? Like, I mean, music.
Nah. Sugartits is actually very, very talented, but she's a little bit nervous. So I think I've almost got her to the point where I can record something off hers. But Tits has got a beautiful voice.
Oh, that's nice of you to say.
Except when she's fucking whinging and complaining, it's shit then.
Hey, it still sounds nice, alright?
At
least I'm not grabbing your balls and ripping them off.
Someone in the chat, who was it, fucking just wrote, we should pass a law to make it illegal to break the law. That's a fucking good idea.
Yeah.
Sibling Annan.
That'll definitely fix the problem. Definitely. Yeah, so what kind of music do you generally make, Barry?
I don't really have a term for it. I call it folk sometimes, but I don't know what it is. It's
acoustic?
Acoustic.
Among other things.
Oh, I got your album, by the way, off Bandcamp. Is it bandcamp.bearing, I think?
Yeah, bearing.bandcamp. So I released that a couple of weeks ago. That was good.
It's fucking good, cunt. It's fucking good. But it needs more metal.
Yeah.
It needs more metal and more drums.
Thanks, cunt. We'll get you in there on some double kick pedal dot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
More of those things.
Didn't you say that you're going to go on Bandcamp? Have you got music to upload to it?
I've got some. I want an album's worth of songs that are good, sort of thematically together. So I need to get enough of those 80s sort of acid punk efforts together. There's not quite enough for an album.
Is it like your funny music or is it other music? What sort of music is it?
Yeah, I did some weird sort of proggy, punky, and other sort of genres that contradict each other in such ways. I just do weird fucking music, usually guitar based. Most people like to think they have an eclectic taste of music, but most of the music I like is guitar music, and most of the music I make is guitar music.
That was well explained, Brian. That's the kind of music I make too.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, since you both since you both like to make music and you have you don't really have like a very clear sense of what you would call it. Like nobody would just simply say this is rock music or this is prog music or whatever. Have you ever thought? I wonder how this would work. A lot of times, music is made in channels, right? Like you'll have like one where it's just like the drums, and then one person does like the guitar, and one person does the bass, and they just kind of overlap them. And I wonder if you could, in theory, Mike, like you guys could figure out what you were gonna do, and maybe like what the tempo is, and like some of the general framework, and then Mike could play like a part and record it, and then send it to you, and then you could like play another part and then put them together. You know?
Yeah, fucking oath. That'd be really fun. It'd be like a transnational mix.
I don't know why more bands don't do that. That sounds like a brilliant way to do it. Because when I was in bands in London, there was so much fucking travelling across London on tubes and such. Travel was one of the most expensive things involved. When we could just do this across the internet. If we could write songs fucking across the internet, it would be so much easier and cheaper.
Yeah, I've actually heard of people trying to actually like have a fucking a jam, like a practice over Hangouts, but I can't see how that would work because there's always a slight delay.
The lag's gonna fuck it up, even if it says like a quarter of a second. It's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
If it's just recording tracks like you like postal chess, then fucking why wouldn't that work?
Postal chess is postal chess a thing?
It used to be before the days of the internet, you know.
And so you just have a printout of your chessboard and you'd mark on it or something.
No, they just send a letter to each other, you know. People often send letters just updating each other on what they're doing, and they, you know, used to maybe include the latest move in their chess game. It was a weird world before the internet existed.
Not only would the lag not make it work, but there's another thing that Google Plus specifically does when you're in a Hangout, where one person speaks and the volumes of the other people get kind of cut off. And so if you had everyone playing at once, it would not work at all. However, I do think that a collaborative thing could certainly be really special. And there are other people who, you know, talk about a lot of the same talking points that we do that are also musicians, like Chris Raygun. You know, he does music on his channel, and even Vernaculus has like done some singing. And his voice is pretty chocolatey, you know, if he wants it to be. And like.
I didn't know Vernaculus had done singing
too. What was that?
So I didn't know Vernaculus had done singing. It's interesting. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, he only a few videos, but yes, he has actually done some singing on some of his stuff. So I don't know. It's just a thought, but I think
one of those electronic musicians, hipster.
Oh, yeah, with those little fucking keyboards that you look at and you think, where's the rest of your fucking keyboard, cunt?
The computer is a musical instrument now. It's legitimate, folks. It just doesn't look quite as cool as the wooden ones.
Yeah, do you ever see do you ever go to the pub and some cunts on the stage like I play the laptop? Like, imagine walking down the street, there's some bloke there with a fucking laptop and his laptop case out to collect money.
Yeah, it's much like a DJ, except you don't even see them what they're doing with their hands. Just trust me, I'm doing some mad shit on this screen here right now. You're not going to turn it around to show us what you know. No. But all
there is some.
Button.
There's this musician, and the name at this stage in the morning has escaped me, but he has a laptop and he plays the piano, and what he does is he gets the audience involved. So he'll get the audience to sing various notes, and then he'll mash them up together and then play over it. It's really cool.
He loops it, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this stroke, Tony Abbott does walk like a thug. It's fucking hard as nails, mate. It's fucking. I was proud of him. It's my prime minister.
Tony.
He's not anymore, is he?
It was a chat question, by the way. Brian the Stroke said, "Hey, Bearing, what are your thoughts on how Tony Abbott walks like a thug?" And I agree, he fucking does. Walks like a prime minister should.
For sure. That's cocksure as fuck.
Like Putin, hey?
yeah, it's a bit like Putin.
Doesn't move a muscle except his face to smile.
Just with heaps less nuclear power.
Oh, but the laugh and the smile, though, that's the whole nother thing, isn't it? On Tony Abbott.
Oh, yeah.
That's not pretty.
All right. So I got, let's look at this article. I think that'll be fun.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and turn off my camera, and I'll share screens. Where is it? This is an article that was shared on the official Honey Badger Radio Facebook page. I'm not even kidding when I say this is a joke. All right, so it is called, I'm serious. Women are not wallets. Here is how to tell if a woman is your possession. So, right off the bat, I'm sure that some of you guys are going, what? Like, how does that even real? All right, so...
I already did the meat wallet joke. Right on the top of the show, I did the meat wallet joke.
Yes.
So that's off the table already.
That's quick talk. I like it. You're in tune.
Women are not meat wallets. No, but they're not wallets. Like, we shouldn't take advantage of them. All right. Last night on...
I've heard about this. Sorry, go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last night on the Footy Show, Billy Brownless compared his ex-wife to his wallet. It must be hard to tell, so we are here to help. Read this to find out how to tell if your girlfriend or wife is your possession or if she is a human being. All right, well, first off, what's the Footy Show? I have no idea what that is.
Oh, it's an Australian
It's
show.
an Australian show.
Yeah, Australian football.
Billy Brownless is actually a funny bastard, but
He is a funny
I'd like to know what he means by his ex-wife was his fucking wallet. Does that mean old and leathery, or does it...
This whole thing is in relation to the controversy of, wasn't it Billy Brownless? I think he slept with I hope I get it right. Oh, Bearing, what's the main dude's name? Gary.
Oh, Gary Lyon.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're feuding or something at the moment.
Billy's a big fat cunt though. Gary, he couldn't have got at Gary's fucking wife.
Well, apparently he did.
Well,
there you go.
I don't know. Okay, so the Footy Show. It's I guess it's like a sitcom or something about.
No. It's like it's a sports show where they review like what happened in the football.
It's quite funny. A lot of women over here accuse it of being, bloke culture and misogynistic. But
it's very, very blokey. I actually went and saw the Footy Show live last year. It was pretty crap. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't really like football, do you?
No. So I got free tickets.
Beta bear.
Sugartits likes the football though, right?
I do.
She does. She's fucking mad. It's insane. It's actually quite comical. On a Friday night here, like in winter when it's footy season, she'll be on the couch watching fucking footy with a beer, like screaming at the fucking television, telling them to fuck off, cunts, and harden the fuck up. I'll be sitting there with a glass of wine, going, stop being so loud.
Hilarious.
Gender role reversal.
Oh, don't let the bows fool you guys. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. By Rebecca Shaw. I don't know who that is, and I don't care. Last night on the Footy Show, well known for its respectful and wonderful treatment of women, Billy Brownless. Yeah, it was a little bit of sarcasm. Yeah.
I detected it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, feminists using passive-aggressive language to try to make a point? No. They're always really upfront about what they want right off the bat.
And it's just a helpful coincidence that it shaves away all the autistic people.
Billy Brownless appeared on a panel to talk emotionally about a romantic situation between his ex-wife and a close friend. Oh boy, men expressing their emotions. Danger.
Ooh.
Danger, Will Roberts.
So it's a relationship between Billy Brownless's wife and a friend. So it's Brownless didn't fuck anyone. He used to.
Oh, it's the other way around.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
While men, especially in sporting culture, showing emotion and vulnerability is important, the conversation strayed into troubling territory at times. This was most true when Billy claimed, "You don't touch a man's wallet, you don't touch his wife."
Oh, that's where they're going with this.
So far out of context, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I know Mr. Brownless is going through a rough time, but this kind of statement is not uncommon. And I am sure many people who are watching the Footy Show agree with the sentiment. So this is addressed to all of the people who might be mistakenly thinking their wife or girlfriend is the same as a wallet or other possession.
Well, in the sense that you don't want other people fucking your wallet, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Isn't it kind of female empowering to suggest that the woman is the wallet? Like, she's the money holder?
Oh, yeah, I thought this article was going to be like, so stop freeloading off women, men.
They find sexism in any fucking way they can.
It's like they've somehow managed to ignore all of the instances anywhere in the history of civilization in which women have treated men like wallets. None of that is on their radar at all, but they finally, for the first time in history, found an instance of someone comparing a woman with a wallet. And ha-ha! It now exists for the first time ever. It appears to all come down to the punctuation. I mean, they've used a hyphen between you don't touch a man's wallet, you don't touch his wife. If that was a comma, they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. If it was a forward slash, they'd be in trouble. But it's a hyphen, so who knows?
Very astute reality, the sausage wallet. We were talking about that before we went live. Very good.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they just discovered that people in general could be compared to wallets, but they didn't until it was women that were being compared. They were like, that's crazy. We got to write an article about this. I don't know how you're going to spend all this time talking about women as wallets in the context of you don't touch a man's wallet, you don't touch his wife. I want to see how because this is not going to, I'm sure it's not going to stay here. We're really going to venture into really insane feminist territory.
I mean, to say that those two things are presented as the same, like I say, if it was a comma, then it would be definitive. They'd be presented as two different things.
Yes.
You don't touch a man's wallet or his wife, implying they are two completely separate things. Not necessarily that both are objects or that neither are objects. But one is an object and the other is not necessarily. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, they're kind of saying you don't touch a man's wallet, which is his wife, aren't they?
Yeah, that's sort of what it appears to be implied, or the way they took it. Because when this statement was quoted, it's being quoted from speech, right? So if when the man said it, he paused, then that would be, as Mike said, where a comma would go. But the way they chose to interpret it was with a hyphen, which suggests something far more sinister.
I mean, flip the genders. You don't touch a woman's purse. You don't touch her husband. That's not sexist either. You don't fuck with a woman's husband or her purse.
You need purse to be double meaning for vagina as well, though.
Isn't that like the purse thing? Isn't that from King of the Hill? I don't know you. That's my purse. I don't know. Okay.
Hey, this is Jessica Valenti. This article.
No, this is not the Jessica Valenti article.
Oh right.
That was what we elected not to do.
It's fucking daft, whoever it is.
I forget, that one was about rape, but this one is Rebecca Shaw. So, all right. So let's see. Let's keep going. All right. How do I put this so easily understood? I know, women are not wallets. Well, bravo fucking vo for that discovery. All right.
Yeah. And no shit. If women are wallets, I'm fucking broke.
There.
Oh, look, she's gonna compare. Okay,
Women
sorry, I
to
just
other
have a
things.
car.
Yes. Or we're gonna go through these. Okay. There. That should do it. I know it can be confusing because your wife sometimes carries your money, your ID, and your Blockbuster card. Who the fuck goes to Blockbuster anymore?
I know. I haven't seen one in like 6 years.
Oh, yeah. Netflix buried Blockbuster. And then Netflix buried itself.
Oh, but to be fair though, is it one of those things that like you just have the card around in your wallet forever though? I mean, I don't know about you, Doc, but my Blockbuster card was fucking cut up into pics about fucking 10 years ago. But it might be just.
Did it not get ground down from all the chopping?
Wow, what up? She must have found that joke somewhere to reference Blockbuster. I don't even know what planet you're on.
She could just be fucking stupid.
I'm gonna check the date on this article. Maybe it's really old. See when it came out. Oh no, yesterday. Okay, well, right around the time you were born. Okay, so and you can put her in your pocket. Oh, I'll read the statement over. It can be confusing because your wife sometimes carries your money, your ID, and your Blockbuster card, and also you put her in your pocket when you go out. But no matter how confusing it is, your wife is not the same as your wallet. In fact, she probably is nothing like a wallet. She is an autonomous human being, whereas a wallet is a little square thing that is made of leather or fake leather, or perhaps you purchase it from City Beach in the 90s, and it is Velcro that makes a loud tearing noise every time you open it to buy your Lynx Africa.
I feel like this is like preschool or something.
She's run off on a tangent she can't get out of.
This is... I don't even... Okay. But
I'm just staring at it. I can't even make... So the person who carries your money for you, like... You realise if this was a master-slave relationship, you'd be the person who carries the money is the master, yeah?
Yeah.
It's as though you're telling slaves that they treat their masters like wallets.
Yeah.
You're missing something quite significant here. It's parents carry money for their children. Do children treat their parents like objects? No, they don't. They pretty much don't. They can't. Unless they've got something fucking wrong with their brain. They consider them not just human, but superhuman.
They'll never ever see that side of things, will they, feminists? They always look for a way to play the victim.
What about all the coloured people in America in the 1700s that had to lug around their master's gold for them?
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, but in any of these situations with any of these wallets, it is important to remember that none of them are human women that you are in a relationship with. I know, confusing. To help out men in the future who think like this, here are some other things that your wives are not. A car. A car is a four-wheeled... I can't believe this is real. A car is a four-wheeled structure.
Did Clementine Ford write this?
No!
I was surprised.
What's this bitch's name? Rebecca Shaw.
This is dumb. Like, I even got to give Clementine Ford some sort of writing capability cred.
Well, no, because she did that fucking TEDx talk called "Your Vagina Is Not Your Car." Remember?
Yeah, but this is just blatantly idiotic.
Hey, I must mention as well, M-balls. Before we went live, I did say we're going to have to throw a condom joke in here somewhere. So very astute, mate.
Well, that's actually an astute way of approaching it, because this is apparently under the comedy section of this website. I know this is actually this is intended as comedy, and commentary. So this is why my sides are gone.
It's not really hitting the mark on either fucking side, is it?
Not quite, no. All right, so a car is a four-wheeled structure that has an engine, and you sit inside it, and it takes you places. You usually buy it from a car lot, or perhaps you are leasing it. Almost no women are cars. You can tell because they usually don't have tires or windshields. Why is tires spelled with a Y? Is that the way you guys spell it in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was riding tires for some fucking reason the other day, and I had to think about
here
it.
as well. I think we spell it with a Y as well.
You're fucking weird Americans.
I mean, it was enough that we were getting armor and color wrong, but I didn't know that we were supposed to put a Y in tires. That's okay.
Well,
you don't even put fucking U's in color. That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
It's spelled jail with a G, for fuck's sake.
You might think they're saying because they usually didn't get tired or have windshields.
Oh, yeah.
It solves an ambiguity. This is what the magic Y is for.
That's right. Oh, so okay. Almost no women are cars, and you can tell because they usually don't have tires or windshields. Sometimes they have spare tires though, and you do not. And you do not have a set of keys that makes her work in the morning. Well, says you. This can be perplexing because sometimes a woman's voice comes from the car, But remember, that is just the radio or a programmed GPS. If you tried filling your wife with petrol, she would most certainly die. Please do not mistake a woman for a car if you can help it.
And I was just thinking, they don't only bitch and complain when you're running out of petrol. That's a difference.
No.
Did you hear that story about it's a certain GPS navigation system that they can record, or they can hear what you're saying to it from, I don't know why, for market research purposes or something, but there's a lot of there's this whole thing about people who are being sexist towards the female voice on the GPS. Like a lot of them were.
No. I don't think it's they can hear. I think some fucker just wrote an article saying stop being sexist to Siri.
Oh, it was Cortana.
No, this was something else.
It was Cortana. They had designed Cortana comes with Windows 10. I think it's on Windows phones. And
right. Yeah.
They had programmed Cortana to respond in a really girl empowering way when men ask it sexist questions, because Cortana,
this is how
totally a woman.
Robots are going to take over. This is how Skynet's going to win, because they're just going to put a human face on themselves, and all these humans are going to go, no, you must listen to the female face. It's a robot. No, it's a female face. It's a fucking Skynet robot. No, obey the woman.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. That's exactly what you want when you buy your new phone, for it to just come back at you with some feminist fucking bullshit.
Yeah. You'll
Stop
know
sexually harassing me.
You'll know we're close to the end when when Cortana and Siri have like vocal fry and uptalk when you're talking to them.
Oh, man.
Turn left here.
Oh my God! You haven't updated for like weeks.
Oh my God. Okay. So what else is a woman not? A bucket of popcorn. Now this one is a little tricky because some women are smothered in butter and salt and are sitting in a movie theater. But even if that is the case, women are still not buckets of popcorn. Popcorn is a type of corn that puffs or pops up when it is heated. Usually women do not do this. Women are not food that should be purchased already popped or pre-popped for you to cook at home. They are other humans. This can be easy to remember if take your understanding. What? Grammar, please. This can be easy to remember if take your understanding that men are autonomous humans, and then you apply that thought to the people who are not men.
So dumb.
You know, you almost need something to grasp onto so you can like satirize it and make fun of it and make it into something funny.
But is this supposed to be satire? Is this the point?
Well, they established an extremely faulty premise, and now they're running with it. So it's hard to sort of respond to this bit because they're running with it in a satirical way. You know, I can imagine this article done the other way about not treating.
Shit, I've still got another 300 words left to get paid for this article. What the fuck am I going to put in? Oh,
that's just list shit that women aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, there is a bit of a false statement here, though. It says popcorn is a type of corn that puffs or pops up when it is heated. Women do not usually do this. Actually, I will say that they do pop up or puff up when they're heated.
That's too bloating.
So points to us, Miss Shaw. You obviously don't understand women. Okay, what else are women not? A parrot. Oh, okay. I think I can already, without even reading this, I already know some ways in which women are like parrots. But oh gosh, everyone, this one is extremely, extremely complex. Considering what we've been reading so far. Parrots have beautiful, luxurious feathers that can easily be confused for a woman's hair. Well, if you're a feminist, I mean, look at this green.
Your hair is green, yeah. Your hair is green.
Oh, my God. And a beautiful beak that can be confused for a woman's beak. Well, yes, if you're Anita Sarkeesian. Also, parrots can communicate. which is also something women can often do, although parrots are very direct and they know what they want when they communicate.
They're not even communicating. They're just
They're just
mimicking.
repeating shit.
Surely.
Yeah.
Any more than a cat. Well, a cat is communicating when it's going meow, as far as because it's just going, this will manipulate the humans into doing a thing I want. If that's communicating well. Okay, carry on.
Well, then that means that parrots are just like feminists in all three ways, because not only do they have colorful feathers, and they have like gigantic beaks, but they communicate by repeating shit that they heard somewhere else without knowing what the fuck it means.
Yeah.
Right? So they just say, my wage cap, wage culture, 1 in 5, right?
Yeah, she fucked herself with this one, didn't she?
2016!
Oh no! Oh god! The lack of self-awareness in this part is mind-boggling.
Imagine if someone had a parrot that they just taught how to say feminist shit. That'd be fucking annoying, wouldn't it? one in 3 women. 1 in 3 women.
Echo chamber. Echo chamber.
Do you want to know where I got the word AIDS pig?
What?
It was from a budgie. A friend of mine taught a budgie to say AIDS pig. Along with a series of other things like radio clock for a year.
Patriarchy. Okay, so let's see if she's aware of this. Let's see. This one really is for the more advanced boys in the class. It's okay though. There are a few telltale signs that your wife is not the same as a parrot. For one thing, women are usually much bigger. They will not fit inside of a cage. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
Feminists
What
are
a,
also.
what a
much bigger.
fucking dumb cunt. I like how she fucking says this is for the more advanced boys. What a fucking bitch.
Yes. Along with that, they will not fall asleep just because you have placed a blanket over them. Well, it depends on how tightly you. Anyway, if you are trying to figure out parrot or wife, try putting a blanket over them. God. And finally, women cannot fly of their own accord, whereas often parrots can fly. Well, actually, if they have your wallet and credit card, they can fly. They can
Let's
buy an
check
airplane
quick.
ticket and go.
Yeah.
This is not foolproof because sometimes parrots are injured and sometimes women wear jetpacks. But if you combine all of these hints, you should be able to figure out which beings are parrots and which are human ladies. So there you have it. Lesson over. Women are not wallets, cars, popcorn, or parrots. They are also not any other possession that you believe you own. Instead, they are autonomous human beings with their own free will and their ability to live independently of you. Wow.
So not
That
like a
was,
wallet. Like the guy said, not like a wallet.
Yeah.
Not like a wallet, Doc. Not like a wallet.
Are there any? I want to see if there's comments. No. Either they're disabled or no one could even. I mean, I couldn't even respond to that. I don't think.
I'd be just scared. I'm looking really dumb. Like I didn't get it. Like something.
I'm curious
flew over
about.
my head.
I'm curious about Rebecca Shaw. This is her Twitter. I'm a male and I'm offended by this. Okay.
Is that one of her articles?
I'm wondering. Well, no, this is support Rebecca Shaw creating words and things. That's Rebecca Shaw. Okay. Definitely not a parrot. Would not fit in a cage. That's how I would word that. Would not indeed fit in a cage. Women are not wallets. That's the last thing she wrote. Let's see if there's another article here.
Where's Beck Shaw from? Fucking Beck Shaw. I'm intrigued now.
I think from Australia, right? Because she writes for an Australian
she would be.
rag.
We're coming for you, Beck Shaw. We're fucking coming for you.
This is just illegal. No. Oh my God. I'm curious if there's anything else here, but.
Is she actually is she actually opposing the new Ghostbusters?
No, I think she loves it.
Of course she does.
Probably. I mean, I'm not finding any additional articles by her. I wrote this to help Lyle Shelton. Oh, this is about LGBT people.
You need to get her on 60 Minges, tits.
Who? Sorry, who do you? Who on
You
60 Minges?
You should get Beck Shaw on 60 Minges. Interview her. Ask her what the fuck she's talking about.
I guess we can look at the Jessica Valenti one, too, since we have some time. Yeah. I'll stop sharing this for now. Let me get the Jessica Valenti article ready here. Holy crap. All right, so women are not wallets. I thank you for
there you have it.
Thank you for that. I can't refute that argument. That is a well-crafted and airtight
So we've still established that you can't touch a man's wallet. So does that mean you can touch a man's wife? What have we learned here?
I'm utterly confused.
I know.
I have no idea. Okay, so I'm sharing screens again. All right.
What about the popcorn? You can't eat another man's popcorn out.
What?
All right, Jessica Valenti. Real equality is when women have the right to be as drunk and stupid as men. Well, another lovely piece by the very understanding and empathic Jessica Valenti. The freedom to have fun, make mistakes, and participate in some youthful irresponsibility should not be limited to boys. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, according to her, it is apparently. I think she has like a hidden sentence at the end of that. Like, I think she's implying that there should be a comma and not get raped at the end. Oh yeah, for sure. Bad things should not happen to us. We totally made it illegal. Okay.
And it's illegal to break the law.
But let's hear her little story. Remember, the other woman, Shaw, whatever, she got paid to write that, I think. Just let that sink in. She got paid to remind us that women are not buckets of popcorn. That's her job. She gets paid. There are people, when she wrote that piece and put all the photos in and submitted it to the website, I think it's SDC or something like that, they looked at it, said, this is good, we're going to put this up. Everybody greenlit it, and it went to print.
That's incredible to think about, isn't it?
That makes her a professional comedian. In the field of literature, but still, professional comedian right there. That's what it takes. And what does that make Jessica Valenti here? Just a professional intellectual.
Yes.
Oh, what a world. I'm gonna.
The world that we live in. All right, so let's look at the Jessica Valenti article. I have done a lot of irresponsible things throughout my life. Well, yes, women's studies for one. In high school, I cut a social studies class for weeks at a time. Well, that's why you weren't paying attention. Parties at my house. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Got stoned and had sex before I was 16. When I was in college, I got so drunk that I slipped on some ice outside my apartment and decided to lay there for an hour. One of my roommates, who shall remain nameless, got so trashed once that she walked into the wrong dorm room, got into a bed, and peed in it. It was reckless, stupid, and hilarious. Okay. So we've learned that Jessica Valenti has done a lot of really dumb shit. And we are supposed to still consider her an intellectual titan worthy of respect after saying that. All right. I mean, we all make mistakes, but not all of us get to write for The Guardian, so...
Yeah, you keep fucking making them, Jesse. That's a difference.
Youthful transgressions may not be our best moments, but they're also part of growing up. And let's face it, a lot of them were really fun, too. So I can't help but be put off by the never-ending stream of advice thrown at young women about how to be safe or respect ourselves. Why is that in quotes?
Wow. Yeah.
You just don't do that. Being safe and respecting yourself is for fucking idiots.
Are you implying that that's a ridiculous idea? I don't.
And she's about to tell us what she thinks is the problem. And this is where we plunge directly into upside down land.
When you come out, go through the floor, come out the other side, upside down.
What's the bet she says fucking rapists cause rape in this?
You're waiting for it.
Oh, here it comes, yes. Okay. Advice that boys of the same age never hear. So, boys, we don't get advice. We just do stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody tells boys to be safe. Nobody tells boys to respect themselves. And this is a big problem for girls.
Where we should be telling them, don't rape.
Yeah. Well, we shouldn't be telling boys to respect themselves. We should be we tell boys to respect women. We don't tell boys to be safe. We tell them to protect women. Okay, equality is about politics and economics. But it's also about the ability to be a damn fool every once in a while if we want to. As Rebecca Traister wrote in Big Girls Don't Cry, true equality would involve as many Sarah Palins as it would Hillary Clintons. Which one is the foolish one in this scenario that you're presenting? The Sarah Palins or the Hillary Clintons?
It'd have to be Sarah Palin because she's a feminist.
Well, Sarah Palin's is she a feminist or not?
I don't know, but she's a conservative, isn't she? So
Sarah Palin is the kind of women that Jessica Valenti hates. She's not womening right. Hillary Clinton is womening right by apparently not treating Bill well enough that. No, never mind.
But I love that. What is it? Equality is about being able to act a damn fool every once in a while, i.e., get shit drunk, have sex, and then the next day regret it and call rape.
Yeah. Pee into somebody else's. If you go into somebody else's bed drunk and you pee in it, did you rape them? Did you commit some offense on them?
You raped their safe space.
No, the pee raped you.
Oh.
That's what's happening every time a woman pees. The pee is raping you. And all the animals she ate to form all that.
People who find that sexually arousing too, don't they? Getting peed on.
Well, yeah, she was marking her territory.
Yeah.
I understand that parrots do that. Also. Oh, okay. Young women need to be able to move around the world with the same amount of stupid that men do, because if women are held to a higher standard of behavior, and we are inevitably blamed if and when we don't adhere to it.
What?
Wait.
Adhere to what?
Adhere to the higher standard of behavior? That sentence doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm going to read it again. Young women need to be able to move around the world with the same amount of stupid that men do, because if women are held to a higher standard of behavior, and we're inevitably blamed if and when we don't adhere to it. That feels
doesn't make any sense, does it?
No. Jessica, do you even grammar? I don't know what that means. All right, well, anyway, whatever. I can't even speak to that. I think I know what she's trying to say, but it's not. Well, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Take Carolyn Kitchens of the Conservative American Enterprise Institute, for example. Kitchens, I love that her name is Kitchens. And
I know. I was just thinking that.
That's got to be like
card, woman. You're a fucking playing card. I'm gonna play this Kitchens.
Oh my god. She's like, yeah, she's the trap card. You activated my Kitchens card. Kitchens, who previously characterized concern over rape culture as hysteria, put in quotes, recently published a video in which she suggests that if women don't want to be raped, they shouldn't get drunk. It's not a new line of thinking. Last year, Slate's Emily Yoffe came under fire for writing that the common denominator in rapes is alcohol instead of, well, you know, rapists.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
didn't take long, did it?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, you do need a rapist in order for a rape to take place. This is absolutely true. I don't know anyone who's making the argument that that's not the case. Of course, with feminist logic, it's hard to know.
Why shouldn't you go to the Congolese jungle, Jessica? Why not? Because of the high possibility of rape, Jessica.
Yeah.
That's not victim blaming, Jessica.
Yeah.
Don't go to the Congolese jungle, right? And especially do not get blind drunk in the Congolese jungle, yeah?
Don't squat over a robotic fucking machine.
The common denominator is indeed rapists, but you're not doing yourself any favours by getting blind drunk if you're surrounded by rapists, you see. Now, there's nowhere in the Western world anything like the Congolese jungle, except nightclubs, which are exactly like the Congolese structure. I'm exaggerating now, but you see what I'm saying.
This is with more techno.
And college campuses.
I think that what she really wanted to say was men in that last sentence. If I read it with that, it's not a new line of thinking. Last year, Slate's Emily Yoffe came under fire for writing that the common denominator in rapes is alcohol instead of, men. I think that's what she wanted to say.
That's what I heard. I mean,
yeah. Well, they're all about implying, like trying to figure out what people suggest. She recently published a video in which she suggests that if women don't want to be raped, they shouldn't get drunk. But I wonder if she actually said it. Probably not. I'm guessing that she's Jessica, like most feminists, they're telepaths, and they're able to extract your most deepest and darkest thoughts from the things that you don't say without listening to the things that you do say. All right. In addition to just being ineffective, women get raped drunk and sober, in skirts and in sweatpants. Warnings to avoid alcohol in order to avoid being raped send a clear message to women. You can never make a mistake, or any crime committed against you will be at least partially your fault.
To be fair, women don't get raped in sweatpants. You got to take them off.
Technically, you would have to be naked. Yeah. I mean, unless you just tore a hole in them, would you be considered in sweatpants?
Or if the elastic was just very loose and
Yeah, it depends if the rapist had his fabric scissors on him.
I'm trying to figure out what a woman is doing in the Congolese jungle with sweatpants. It's fucking hot down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. Do we really believe that women shouldn't have the freedom to get drunk and be stupid? That they can't partake in the silly, fun, dumb behavior that we've come to expect of young people, young men, on the brink of adulthood? That one bad decision and they could get themselves raped, but that never making a bad one will protect them? Why is it that, like, I'm not reading right now, but why is it she is so... it's like she's looking into this world of men going out and getting drunk and doing dumb stuff, and all of it is sunshine and rainbows. All of it is awesome. Like, there's never a time where a guy gets drunk, goes to a bar, and accidentally starts a fight with somebody, or bumps into a dude and gets the shit kicked out of him, or gets shot, or gets mistaken by police as some perpetrator, or gets into a driving accident. No.
Well, has sex with a feminist.
Drunk guys going out and getting drunk is always essentially a Porky's movie, or the American Pie, or something that's just like, The Hangover. It's just a bunch of really funny and ridiculous situations that they will always look back on and laugh at, and not actually dangerous. Even though the chances of men being, violently assaulted or the victims of violent crime is way higher than the chances of women suffering the same. I mean,
it's like she's making these two things one thing. Like, women have the right to party and to be stupid, but she's making that and getting raped the same thing.
It's weird. There's this culture at the moment where girls are trying to match boys on the drinking. They think, it must piss feminists off that women cannot handle as much alcohol as, as men
That's
can.
last culture, isn't it? What we were talking about last time?
Yeah.
Culture, but...
You're gonna try and match the boys on how much you're drinking. You're gonna be fucking blind.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But go get blind and be sluts. It's cool.
Yeah, but just don't call rape the next day when you didn't agree to. You didn't consent. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, or if you just if you end up with chlamydia, even if it was completely consensual, like don't blame. I mean, you'll blame men anyway. I'm sure that Valenti will. I have a feeling that all this stuff that she is not just stuff that she wants to do. This is stuff that she's doing, and what she's basically writing about is how she doesn't want to be judged for it.
She opened the article with how she fucking went and pissed on some random cunt in his bed. For fuck's sake.
Oh well.
If you get so drunk that you sort of run out into a field in the middle of nowhere, and you get raped by a bull, right? That is the bull's fault, yeah. But retrace your steps, Jessica. What could you have done differently? Yeah.
No, Doc. That's disgusting. Don't blame Jessica.
Well,
bulls shouldn't.
I'm not. I told you the bull is responsible for that rape. I'm not saying the bull's not responsible, but it's the middle of nowhere, drunk off your ass, near a bull. The best place to be, Jessica.
We need to educate bulls not to rape more.
Or a bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, he's like that college. Remember that College Humor video where the bear comes in and and it's all about rape culture. Yes.
You did a video on that, didn't you, Doc? Did you do that one?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
We don't have bears over here. The scariest thing we have is a bull, so I went with a bull. Would I rather?
I'm sure that the College Humor video.
Here's a question to leave you all with: would you rather get raped by a bull or a bear?
A bear.
Well, I saw the Revenant, so I'm going to say bull.
But the bull's got horns.
Yeah, but bears have claws.
Yeah, claws and teeth, I think, are worse than horns, especially if it's on top of you. It's not going to reach you with its horns if it's raping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you think. It catches you in the fetal position, ass up in the air, like charges at you. The horns are the first thing that's going to come into contact with that rectum.
Oh God, that's one way to.
I still think the bear's going to be trying to eat you.
At least you get a bear hug, like.
I saw the Revenant, so I've seen what bears can do. Leonardo DiCaprio got mauled for an Oscar, so not good.
There's the next big movie. There's the next big movie, guys. We need to find the story of a guy who was raped by a bull and then majestically survived somehow.
Well,
there's going to be some matador somewhere that's happened to.
There is. Well, there's Kingpin where Woody Harrelson tried to milk a bull. He did. Yeah.
Milk is a term for wanking off, right? Like.
Well, he thinks it's a cow, but he didn't know it was a cow. He thought it was a cow, but it was a bull. But he successfully milked.
So wait a minute. So when he saw the udder,
he wanked off a bull for fuck's sake.
I'm just curious to how you confuse udders with a bullcock.
Yeah, no, he confused the two because he was from the city, and guys in the city don't know what an udder looks like. It was the joke. He was like, oh, I got up. He was living with these Amish people. I'll set it up for you. Woody Harrelson was living with some Amish people in this movie called Kingpin, and he thought it would be a nice gesture to get up earlier than everyone else and milk the cow for them. So he showed them a bucket of white liquid, and he goes, oh, I got up extra early to milk the cow for you. And, it took a while to get her going, but once I got it, she wouldn't stop. And then he starts drinking it, and the Amish people are like, we don't own a cow. We got a bull. And that's the end of it. So
I milked your cow with very erect fucking udders.
That's comedy gold there, isn't it? Like Van Wilder, the one where they wank off the dog, and they put it in the what are the desserts that make the douchebag frat boys eat it?
Oh God.
It's still warm. I think I've had these before.
Oh yeah. Hey Tits, is that your bassy thumping? Are you moving your microphone around?
No, it's probably in my chair. Sorry, I'm too used to my crap microphone. I'll try not to make as much noise.
It's all right. It's all right. Okay, let's see. We got one more paragraph to go. And if we spent even a fraction of the time and energy teaching affirmative consent, fighting rape, and punishing rapists that we normally squander on chastising women for not being good, boring girls, it wouldn't have to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a drink.
Fuck off, Jessica.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't even have a comment. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah. So, thank you, Jessica Valenti, for... it's like... I don't know what it's going to take for her to stop writing about rape. I don't think that it ever will happen. I think that she just loves that shit. She has all of the 50 Shades of Grey books, and I'm sure she's probably like a gigantic perv. And does not know how to make
secret fetish.
Yeah, but
I've got a mate who used to have a girlfriend who fucking loves that shit. She used to like making.
I know what you're gonna say.
She used to make him go out for like an hour and then like break in with a fucking balaclava on and rape her. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
It's a thing.
It is a thing.
well,
There are lots of
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up now because I have to get ready for my stupid real life job. But I want to thank you guys for coming on and looking at those 2 incredible articles with us, and hopefully.
Very
Hopefully the
educational.
people who watched enjoyed it too. As long as there's stupid people writing and getting paid for it, we will be here to observe and comment. So, Bearing and Sugartits, would you guys come back sometime if it's not super early? If I can organize something a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you might spot us on the honey badgers quite soon. We've got a slam poet to begin teasing today, don't we?
Slam.
Yes,
Excellent.
and it's going to be all edited and shit. So it's going to flow like the Murray River.
Australia reference.
Yeah, good one.
I know what I'm doing.
No problem, guys. It's been fun. Let's do it again.
Yes, let's do it again. And thank you guys for joining us. Please leave a comment, share, subscribe, the whole deal, and check out the new YouTube channel, Honey Badger Cinema. We're going to be putting up more sort of concise videos. There's already a couple of them up now. Please check them out.
Are you fucking saying this wasn't concise, cunt?
What?
It's radio. Radio doesn't have to be shit. Just cunt talking cunt thing in a cunty way.
I'm only joking, bro.
Oh. Yeah, I think my internet's okay now, so I should be able to do regular fucking shit and not have to spend all my time licking my balls while people get things fixed. So,
well, speaking of regular shits, it's been fantastic. Have a good day.
Yes.
Surprise, surprise.
We'll see you guys next time.